So all my life, I've spent a lot of time in the dentist chair. Well, I was just graduated from college when I go to the dentist and he finds a cyst above my front teeth and says, we're going to have to pull your front teeth. If we don't pull to do it, it'll get poison all through your system. And it could cause could cause heart problems and all kinds. Because I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let you pull my front teeth. Can you imagine? But then when he warned me about that, I thought, well, I guess I'd rather have that happen than die. So I agreed to have that done. And it was okay. You know, I survived it. And I also have like real soft enamel on my teeth. And so every tooth in my mouth is now either an implant or it's capped. So you can imagine how many hours I've spent in the dentist chair. And it wasn't always as pleasant as other times. But when I came to Salt Lake, when I moved here from the East Coast, obviously one of my biggest concerns was, will I be able to get a dentist that can deal with all these issues in my mouth? Someone recommended Bautista, and so I went to see him, and I was thrilled. I was really down, like when I went, but after I met him, I felt so good. He wasn't just this old, crotchety kind of old dentist. He was this delightful man who asked you know, all about my family and how things were. And then he took the time with me, which I'd never had a dentist do before, to show me the scans that were taken. He projected them on the wall while I was in the dentist chair, and then he would explain what everything was. And so that was really helpful to me. And I just felt so good that I was here and that I was able to connect with Dr. Bautista. You know, when I go to see him, I feel as much like I'm going to see a good friend as I am a dentist. And we always have some nice conversations. And I truly think that it's one of the blessings of my life that I was able to connect with Dr. Bautista. He used to be in a practice in Salt Lake that I could walk to. And then he moved to Murray, but that didn't stop me. I just get transportation and I go down to Murray and see Dr. Bautista. I'd probably go see him if he were in another state because I trust him so much. And I know he genuinely cares about me, not only as a patient, but as a person. And that's how I feel about him. I don't just think of him as a dentist, I think of him as a good friend. But he's so knowledgeable and is so happy to share technicalities. So I feel completely comfortable with him. And that's an amazing thing for a dentist. Usually they're just very clinical but that's not, and in fact, his whole office staff there, when you walk in, the receptionists are so friendly and welcoming. And then you go over and sit down, and there you can get a bottle of water out and drink it. And, you know, it's maybe that's some exaggeration, but not much. It's almost a pleasure to go to his office. Anybody that needs a really good dentist, he's the one. So he is an artist, yeah. And people are stunned when I tell them these are not my natural teeth, you know, that they're implants. And I'm just really thankful for him.